jealous and go up in and feeling and just start chat one bag of sitting out when I go so. Because he want bust so bad. He want to be so big, like this big entertainer and so forth, which is never gonna happen, can't happen, never gonna happen under any circumstances. So him just a waste of time, right? Them I run down followers and I run down like and I run down blue sticky and all that and so forth. And that's all it is at the end of the day. One bunch of fans when I really into them. No, last night the girl them come on and one of them was talking about how much money Spice pay them. Right? And Spice explain. Now remember me not take up the Spice because the Spice wrong. Spice explain how much money. I didn't know that. I thought some of these dancers was getting a lot of money like her one good 10, 20 grand and so forth. And some of these dancers do some crazy things like jump up a ground, you know, all kind of abuse situation to themselves. But you can't blame Spice. You can't say Spice this and Spice that because this is what they bargained for. And this is the agreement that them have. Right? And one of them said they might get $2,000, one say $3,000 and blah blah blah, whatever it is. I mean I say, so you really come out of your bed and go out there night time, right? And carry on like that for $3,000. I guess it's that job and you can't tell a person if that's the job. That shows that some of these little young girls them really don't have any ambition. Some of these little young girls don't have any ambition. There's so much things them can do in a life to make money than to get involved in certain things. So you are getting $3,000. Now this have nothing to do with coming at Spice. Now this is not about Spice. Right? You to tell me that young girl like Uno go to school, have education, and maybe someone who don't have any education, and Uno come out of school, someone who come out of school with proper documents and so forth, and Uno find yourself in a party and throw yourself and a jump up and down for $3,000 and $2,000. $3,000 and $2,000 Uno abusing yourself for. $3,000 and $2,000 Uno go out there carrying. Okay, alright. Now Spice create a job and give them a job, right? And she pay them. Some people I say, boy, $3,000 no money and so forth, but it's a job. So Spice says she have Team Spice when they go to night time and them have to turn up, which is true. Because when I was in Jamaica, I used to go to party and you have to turn up in a party at night time to hear music play and then you have to dance to it to do your promotion. So that is correct and so forth. You can't expect Spice to go to every party every night and whatever it is. But obviously, when Spice put on the table and say me only go and pay $2,000, $3,000, it's a decision that you make and you agree to it. So there's no complaining about it that you should get more. If you think you should get more money, then you go and ask for a raise of pay because she's a boss and it's a job. Right? No. At the end of the day, that big breast man over the other side, that Richie Feeling or whatever I want name is, that whatever serpent or whatever name is. Here's the problem we have with Richie Feeling, I know, right? And this is nothing personal I have against Richie Feeling. Richie Feeling sit down yard every day and not working. Sit down every day and yard like some big old nappy, right? Some big old wet nappy sit down and yard and not working. I don't know how him paying bills, I don't know how him generate money. I have no idea how him do it. You understand me I say? Right? But that's a film thing. Now, when Spice come out there and Spice say, oh, nobody now come out and talk and like defend her like Boom Boom and Richie Feeling and all them. Richie Feeling was not talking. He was not saying anything at all. Right? And it comes back down to the same thing that Richie Feeling come just like the little mongrel boy and your RT. The same exact thing. Them have some dirty ways about them. Them like the yes man and the yes miss situation because at the end of the day and so forth. Right? This whole thing was going on when RT come out and chat him fat and whatever it is. And then True Spice come out and say Richie Feeling them now and defend her and so forth. Richie Feeling decides say when I go defend Spice and I go put our dancer them under the bus. You feel me I say? Now, the whole time this whole thing are going on and so forth. If you notice, a lot of these things never come to the public before, you know. It never was in the public eye. Right? Everything was calm for a minute until Richie Feeling what me big old nappy mouth yesterday and come out and talk about the girl them this and who and grateful and who this and who that and bring a animosity that was already maybe was there between Spice and the girl them and have to push the girl them out. What Richie Feeling does is actually take food out of those little girl mouth. Right? Because first of all, Richie Feeling is not a dancer. You're not dance. You're not DJ in a party. You're not tour nowhere. You don't have a US visa. You sit down in Jamaica right down there and the last time I think I must see somebody must say can go to England, or Spice must say can go to Guyana or somewhere and give one little money. You understand? And the last time Mr. Spice pack him up with one up a KFC chicken and him sit down in name chicken and him this and him that and all that and rate it. Richie Feelings is a big girl. He's a big old slappy girl, that's what it is. And then he end the day and come out and him put this little girl under the bus and come out and get involved in it and start talk all these things about this little girl and cause a problem. The problem was already occurring with little mongrel boy next door, was say my reader man, and then Richie Feelings come and add to it and so forth and start up this whole fire of bringing Spice and the girl them to have a problem and bringing the girl them to start to fight against them one another. I get to understand that there was some form of thing that was going on already, but Richie Feelings take food out of these girls' mouth. I don't know if Richie Feelings want to put on, I don't know if he want to go dance to Spice, I don't know if he want to go flick for Spice. Me don't know what you want to do. Maybe you want to be the fluffy diva for Spice. I have no idea what is the situation. But obviously, him looking at spot and whatever it is. Right? And this is a woman and woman war. Right? Woman and woman war because RT is a woman. He's a woman. He act like a woman. Everything about him is a woman. You understand? So guess what happened? Them enough for them cuss over this and whatever it is and so forth. Right? And it just come down to the end of the day, it will remind me of football. That is so much no, listen. At the end of the day, my friend, don't come and say that Richie Feelings talk where him and Spice discuss. Even if Richie Feelings and Spice discuss something, Richie Feelings have no right to come on and come talk about it on the internet. Let Spice be the one that come and clarify it and talk about it. That is Spice business. If Spice can find now you and tell you something, right? You don't have no business to come and come tell the public about it and make Spice do it because you not pay these girls. These girls don't live in your yard. You not feed them. You and them knowing nothing and so forth. So why is it your business to come out and so? Make Spice talk for yourself. Make Spice come and talk for yourself and guess what happened? And if you and Spice on the phone attack and Richie Feelings said to Spice say, well if you don't want to talk, me I go talk, you know, right? And Spice don't do nothing about it. Well, that is a different situation I have to deal with and whatever it is. You understand? But at the end of the day, Richie Feelings have no business and no right to come out and talk about what was going on behind closed doors because he's not a team Spice. He's not on the payroll. He's only on the payroll for some food because that's where we see it. You understand me? I say, if he's not on the payroll, if he's not a team Spice or whatever it is and so forth, right? Because everybody are going to run on Spice and glorify Spice because something are going for Spice. So Spice is broke and pauperized. Richie Feelings and none of them would they run or whatever. And maybe he might do that because maybe when Spice work permit up, right? Then Spice maybe can't get him a work permit when he can come back to you. So that not gonna happen because they take a visa for a reason. You understand me I say? Right? Him started this whole situation and all that and so forth. Spice a big woman. Spice is a boss. Spice should come out and adjust the situation with the dancer them. Spice and Richie Feelings have no business to come out and adjust it and talk about who this and who that and rate it and blah 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 blah. Yo man, when do you find time to sit on Pan's phone with Spice? Instead you go find a JOB, you go find something do, lose some weight or something. When did you find time to come sit on the internet and then come sit on phone with Spice and a chat Spice and a dance to them? You know nothing for do you dog? You're not dancing Spice? And if you didn't want to push out the little girl and figure dance to Spice, then all you have to do then come out and make that clear so this will happen. Spice, me want to dance you. Me want to be a new dancer. Right? Me want to be a mini Sky Juice. So guess what happened then, Spice? Get rid of the dancer them and make me dance you. You feel me I say? Enough at the back and forth, round and all of that and so forth. And then here when me, here the end of the day now. When me don't agree with Spice with now. I don't agree with Spice to put out any form of receipt about what the girl them said. At the end of the day, you and the girls them know the situation. And I do believe that Spice, you and the girls them should have hold a conversation. No. Spice said the mongrel boy put out her number so she had to change her number. That's why she come out of the group. Okay, let's just put that on the table and say, okay, there's some truth to the story. Right? Alright. The girl and says Spice never call her or whatever it is. So everybody eat it in their moment and so forth. Spice at the end of the day. Me is a boss. You is a boss. There's a lot of people is a boss. when there's a situation with you and your workers them, it have nothing to do with the public. It have nothing to do with anybody else. It only have something to do with your partner, or it have something to do with your manager and so forth. None of your workers' business them should not be discussing with people like Richie Feeling, because Richie Feeling is not a part of your team. Dr. Love is not a part of your team. Nobody's a part of your team. If you have a problem with your workers, Spice, you go and adjust it with your workers. Them talk to your workers and see how best you can resolve it. If you can't come down and resolve the situation, then you separate the same way you started out in the beginning, where everybody was good and everybody was talking nice and all of that, and everybody lovey-dovey and all that and so forth, right? You go in a separate way. There's always going to be a new dance and whatever it is and so forth. But the back and forth with you, Spice, with you going back and forth, adjusting this situation and this media thing, Spice, me not agree with that part there. And I understand that you're not going to make anybody bring you down in the media or anybody drag your name in a mud. But Spice, at the end of the day, you is the boss, you have the money, you write the check, you call the shot. You have to know when to draw a spade or a spade, and you cannot stoop to people level. I have workers, and I'm not going to stoop unto none of my workers level. If one of my workers is not working out and so forth, I'll find a way to get rid of them. I'm going to try to resolve the situation, right? I don't think that it was necessary for it to be in the media where everybody I know everybody dirt. I'm going to tell you something. The way this thing is looking, there's a lot more got to come. A lot more need is going to be coming, where a lot more is going to start to dish out in the media, where it's going to become a problem and so forth, because everybody up in their feelings, right? And I went online a while ago and Mrs. Spice posted the receipt. You don't know it's Spice is my artist, but when Spice wrong, I say Spice wrong, right? At the end of the day and so forth, Spice do pay these girls a lot of money. She do pay them a lot of money. And why I say a lot of money, a lot of dancers I know is not getting any money. Me hear Marvin the Beast even come out and use out time mouth said that sometimes them go in a party, them don't even make any money and things like that, right? And them have to stage and dance or whatever it is. At the end of the day, Spice says she's paying them $15,000 a week, Jamaican. That is really a lot of money to a lot of people, because a lot of people are not making that much money a week time in Jamaica. So it is a lot of money. And she said that she paid them must say $1,000 US when they go Europe and so forth. That is a lot of money, right? Even though they are working and dancing, that is a lot of money and so forth, because you have to be in the music industry to know what things cost and whatever it is. Now me hear this little mongrel one now. This little old, I don't even know if I call him, this confused one, right? This little confused girl. Confused girl read a man talk about, oh, impia Team RT $5,000 a week. No, you can't pay Team RT $5,000 a week because you have the scamming money turn up. The fake reader scamming money turn up, so you can't pay them that. And at the end of the day, you're paying them that, but that not do nothing for you. You're still not boss. You're still not gonna be anywhere, dog. You're not gonna be an artist. You're not gonna have no hit song, dog. You're not gonna happen, dog. So you doing that and say you pay a team and whatever it is and so forth, right? That is to show you how this is mostly of a relationship problem. This boy I have with Spice. Because guess what happened? If you have your team in Jamaica, because as an artist, if you have a team in Jamaica that can go to the party them at night time and represent you, that is good, because you're doing your PR work and it's needed. If you have your team in Jamaica where you pay 5,000 or whatever it is a week or whatever it is, or a night or whatever it is, you don't need Spice. Eh? That is a good pay if you can do better. Yeah. Yes, Unstoppable. Big up yourself, Unstoppable. Big up, yeah. Right? At the end of the day and so forth, the only reason why a lot of people is really coming at Spice and saying that thing is because they know that Spice have a little money. She had do great and whatever it is, and everybody wants Spice to be their favorite. Everybody wants Spice to be their favorite. Everyone wants to have Spice for their favorite. Nobody no want, like TC no want Rebel have Spice. Rebel no want TC have Spice. Is this old back and forth and whatever it is. The only thing me I ask Spice to adjust. The only thing Spice me I ask you to adjust and help to fix and bring some closer to is the situation where your baby father raped the little girl. The situation where your baby father raped the little girl. That is the most important situation on the table. All of this money and this receipt and who not like who, it is not important. The situation with the little girl where she had been raped by Nicholas Law, whatever I want to name that monster. That is the situation that I want Spice, somebody said Americans. That is the situation when me want Spice to come and adjust Spice. I want you to adjust that little girl. I want you to help her. I want you to try to do the best you can to help that little girl. Give her some form of healing. Right? Some form of healing. Me want you to come and adjust Spice with that little girl. Because I do believe 150%